Hello everyone, it's me Skin Glow Naff and I am back to do another YouTube video. Now I wanted to talk about the whole situation with Lucie from Love Island. If you don't know about Lucie, she was in Love Island summer 2019 and there was another contestant on there whose name is Yewande, and basically Lucie has accused Yewande of bullying her during the time that they was on Love Island together, which is really odd to me and I don't understand why. Lucie is white and Yewande is black, and the thing is with Yewande, when she was on Love Island, she was not really that much of a chatty person. She was more shy and withdrawn and she did not really speak that much. So for her to be accused of being a bully is very odd, and thus once again shows to me the microaggressions that are generally thrown at black women. Typically, a lot of the time we are accused of being a bully even when we don't necessarily do anything wrong, and in this case Yewande has done absolutely nothing and she's been labelled a bully, which is odd because why was this not said back in 2019 when you was on Love Island? Instead you're waiting to 2021 when we're in this new lockdown. Like, are you bored, Lucie? Like, are you freaking bored? Because I'm not understanding. I'm really not understanding this. Like, girl, get a grip. Yewande has come back and basically stated that when they was in Love Island, her and Lucie was in Love Island, Lucie kept pronouncing Yewande's name wrong. Now, we all know about those times in life when you have a typical black name, Nigerian name, African American name, whatever, that white people on purpose will say your name wrong. You will keep telling them how to say your name and they keep saying it wrong over and over and over again, and that is a microaggression which comes under what? Racism. If you don't understand that, then I can't do much for you. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I can't do much for that if you don't understand what racism is at this point in time. I can't help you with that. Okay? There's books out there. This is not what I'm here for. The mislabeling of a dark-skinned black woman, the mispronunciation of her name, it just screams racism. And then to call her a bully as well. Like, Lucie, you're coming across very racist. You are coming across very racist and you can't deny that. Like, if Yewande told you several times how to say her name and you still keep saying it wrong, but yet you have no problem saying white people's names. You know, some white people got those long ass names that are hard to pronounce, but yet for some reason you manage to pronounce those names correctly, but it's black people's names that you want to be and R-ing over and stuttering over. You're stuttering over a name like you're being struck by fucking lightning. Like, why is it such an issue for you? Why is it such an issue for you? The name is not that hard. It's Yewande. Lord Jesus Christ. Like, seriously, it's enough. It's enough. It's tiring. I'm tired of having to see black women being accused of being aggressive bullies. It's enough. It's so, like, when I did my video last year talking about how Misha B from X Factor was also labelled a bully, she was also, like Yewande, a dark-skinned black woman who has been labelled a bully. And you know, these things, bullying, aggressiveness, they're seen as masculine traits that they seem to place upon dark-skinned black women. And these are negative stereotypes that do not serve them any purpose. And yet people keep labeling us these crass names for no reason, and then to also on top of that, like I keep saying, mispronouncing her name. That microaggression right there. Imagine having to deal with that in a workplace and then having someone you barely even know call you that on a TV show. This is what I'm saying. Racism is literally everywhere. Now I just want to end this video by stating what Yewande had to say about this mispronunciation of her name. She basically said, I think one of my earliest memories of racialized renaming was when I was exploring different secondary schools. One of the schools I was interested in, by the way, I didn't end up going asked for my full name, which is Yewande Elizabeth Biola. After having difficulties pronouncing my name, she went forward and asked if I could just put it down as Elizabeth Biola, as it would be easier for everyone. In that moment, all I heard was that I didn't matter and it was an inconvenience. From that day, I made it my mission to make sure people knew my name was important. After all, that is my identity. Names are prominent identifiers that can often tell the story of one's ethnicity and cultural background. My name means mother coming back, and I love it. There is a tendency for white European names and whiteness in general to be perceived as normative, whereas racial minorities with names of religious and ethnic origins may be seen as an inconvenience. Examples of name-based microaggressions include giving unwanted nicknames. As I became older and developed my multicultural competence, I decided to stop trying to make others comfortable at my own expense. That's right. It's important to recognise that asking for a nickname can feel invalidating. It makes me feel like an inconvenience. Also ascribing a nickname to a person or participating in racialized renaming can be distressing. You as an oppressor has stripped me of my identity. You've taken my power in choosing how I want to be addressed. I corrected her multiple times. I didn't mind because you were going to get it right. There was a moment just before the challenge. This was after 3 weeks in. She mispronounced my name. I corrected her again and her reply was, yeah, whatever, you know what I mean. I remember one of the producers putting her arms around me. Being black on TV means not raising your voice, not being too defensive because you don't want to create the narrative of being an angry black woman or being a bully. I'm not a bully. It's such a huge accusation and one that should be handled very seriously. And lastly, I encourage everyone to be aware of racialized renaming and name-based teasing. I think we should all be working towards being better advocates and creating a different dynamic around these narratives. That's right, Yewande. That is right. Lucie, I beg, do better, because accusing someone of being a bully and then it also comes out that you was mispronouncing her name several times, it's making you look like a racist. Plain and simple. I don't care for it. Unlearn all that bullshit, and Yewande, I send you my full support because black women, we got to stick together. All right, icon. Bye.